Alrighty, so right now, over the weekend, we had Bitcoin reach the total of $25,200. And the question is, as we're saying on the title, is it a good buying time for Bitcoin or is it goodbye Bitcoin? Because, ETH hit 2K. A lot of the other charts hit very key areas that we thought we would get to on this wave up, except Bitcoin. We've been waiting to see, is Bitcoin going to get to the higher levels? And right now it's hit 25,200. We are still in support. We still have the market trending up and we are still holding support right now. Now, in today, I'm going to be showing you guys what I'm thinking next for Bitcoin. I've actually been prepping. We've been speaking about some short-term trades, and I'm actually waiting for the market to get tapped out and looking for some really good 2-week shorts. At some points, I've been saying many times that I'm thinking that the last week or two of August can be quite bearish because the stock market's been rallying, guys. The stock markets have done tremendous amounts of things, and we got to track that stock market nicely because as soon as it starts to lose a bit of steam, I do think we're going to have a 7-day or 10-day red market again. And this all still falls plan of us having a bullish end of September to the beginning of October, and hopefully having the real good rally where we can finally break that long-term downtrend and get something for the end of the year, hopefully a plus 30K Bitcoin. So guys, I'm going to go through the short-term views, what I'm prepping for the week. Get used to Mondays being a show where I'm showing you guys what we're doing for the week. And then throughout the weekdays, I'm going to go through each altcoins for you guys, help you guys with your portfolios, whatever it is. And we do have the Discord, which is about 3 days away from launching. Sorry, it is a Monday, and that's going to be exciting. That's going to be fantastic. So no more wasting time. Let's get it.
Click. Have you heard the news? What? With his finger on the pulse, it's like Sheldon knew. Click. When the sniper shoots, we got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. So enter the sniper, click. Time to be dedicated, sniper mode is activated. Explosions in the market are in target, and Sheldon demonstrates. Mirror on the wall, Master Sheldon tell us all. We got Sheldon on the chart, so we never lose. Enter the sniper, sharpshooter advisor. Enter the sniper, he marks the charts right. Enter the sniper, he's calling the cycles. Enter the sniper, click. Enter the sniper.
Yo, Banter fam, what is happening? I hope you've all had a fantastic weekend. Please pop in the comments, how are we feeling? Is it a goodbye for Bitcoin or is it bye-bye Bitcoin? It's been fun. It's been real. We're going back to 15K. What are you guys thinking? Please pop in the comments below. I hope you all had a great weekend. I've been waiting patiently. It's like, waiting for this market because we got Bitcoin exploding and we got ETH exploding. And the altcoins are just like there. The odd guys at the party. They don't know if they should continue partying or they should maybe leave early. They kind of seem like those guys that are very quiet in the back end right now. And it's like, it gets quite tough, because we've got two of the leading coins moving and we're like, when is it going to diversify? Like, is the market not confident enough yet to send the altcoins through the roof just yet? There's many different things happening right now. So guys, first thing, if you are new, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. If you're part of the family, smash that like button. I missed you all. I hope you all doing really well. Support, make sure you follow me on Twitter, Sheldon_Sniper. Make sure you're on our Telegram group, which has been absolute fire. Big alpha there. It is below in the description. It is for free for you guys. Good news, we're about 3 days away from the Discord. Now, people have been asking me about the $400 challenge, all of these sort of things. We actually have a $400 what do you call it? Not a channel, but a pre-channel. What do you call them? I forgot what they actually called on the thing, where there's actually a section there for the $400 challenge, where it's actually going to track the account and it's going to give you step for step of how we're building that account. Now, when the live shows start again, there's then going to be short trades. There's then going to be medium trades. So it's going to be leverage trades, it's going to be margin trades, it's going to be spot trades and long-term trades. And this is all going to be free for you guys. And that is launching soon. All you do have to do, though, is you have to be using one of our referral links, one of our exchange links. End of the day, guys, you need an exchange. It's basically your crypto accounts. And if you use our links below, you have a look here. If you use our links below, That's all that you need to access our Discord channels, is to be a part of one of our exchanges. It's either going to be BYBIT or Bitget or the Binance one and KuCoin. If you're a part of those, you have full VIP access into our Discord where you get every single thing for free. Now, just before I get into the charts and stuff, for the guys that are on CoinPanel, we have now finished and terminated our agreement with CoinPanel. So if you look below in the description, if you're part of it, there is an unsubscribe for CoinPanel. We've decided to go completely free on Discord. Exactly what the guys are getting on CoinPanel will now be every single thing you will get on the Discord. As I said, you just got to be a part of one of our exchanges to get into that. But we have no more. So if the guys, I know some guys have bought a 1-year subscription. If you go below, you'll find an email that you can email your account to, and we will try, not 100% guarantee, but we will try get the full refund to you and get that all sorted. We're going full free. We're getting rid of anything that's not a part of that, and we are launching the new business model. So it's very exciting, guys. So for all of you guys, you can unsubscribe. The charts will be updated for 2 more weeks. 2 more weeks. And then the charts will no longer be updated on CoinPanel and anything of these. It is now coming free to you guys, to the masses. So the Discord channel launch on Wednesday. So the descriptions will all be on Wednesday, where the channel will be Thursday. Sorry, Thursday is when everything's going to be running, and the Discord channel is going to be pumping, and it's going to be fantastic. You're going to have all the channels, all of the different calls on there. I think we need to finally start. I heard Ran is apparently sitting 30th or something in the BYBIT competition. He's been trading his ass off. I haven't started yet. I've been waiting for this market to give me a little bit better direction than what it is right now. So I think it is time to start hitting that. And if you look below, guys, you don't need a new BYBIT account. You can join the competition, which is up to $100,000 in rewards. It's time for me to hit it. I need to kick Rand's ass. I need to kick these guys' asses and get back to sniping. I just got to be a bit more confident. You can see I'm very patient when it comes to these sort of things. And I'm starting to get a good picture now. And I do feel that shorting possibly later on in the week is probably the better bet than longing right now. For short-term sort of views, but let's actually go through it, guys. So we have Bitcoin basically still trending in this range. It literally topped out at exactly on the top of this channel over here, which is basically the $25,200 mark. And then we got the major supports of 23,500. Now, I know it might be quite annoying, right? Because Bitcoin keeps getting to 25, near the 25, then it gets rejected and it comes back down. But what's actually good about this pattern is that eventually it's getting to the end. You know, when you got these wedges, like why I love the wedges very much is because, yes, we've been like basically, I wouldn't say accumulating, but we've been basically in this channel going up. But at some point, it's going to make a decision. And it does get quite annoying and gets very like impatient through these times because you're like, we finally get there and then we come back down. Then we finally get there and we finally come back down. But what is nice about this is we are getting to the end. And when you get to the end, a decision does eventually get made. And this is the exact channel that's going to give it to us. So don't be surprised because, you know, for me, again, Bitcoin stopped in a weird place. It stopped in a random place again. Like it didn't really hit any key areas. For me, this is the big zones that I see Bitcoin going to. Like that makes sense for really strong rejection. That makes sense for these things. We stopped here again. Like there's not even any major resistance. There's the major resistance, 27K. Like there, I believe we'll start getting some major sort of resistance and big rejections and these sort of things. Right now, we're still just channeling up very little, which is something that happened very similar to the March crash 2020, where we really got destroyed. And then it just stowed the slow ground and it literally just grounded up for months and months and months until it got to the key areas. And then eventually it broke through. So all that you got to expect now, guys, is I would probably say like we don't really have the best indication for leverage anymore. Remember, when the market starts to get bullish again, leverage comes back into play, and the volatility goes up because now people are there's a lot of leverage traders happening, and they wick them. You know, the market gets extremely volatile, and you got to get used to this when the market starts this really strong momentum to the upside again, or these sort of things where they really try to trick and get you out of the market. It gets quite hard to actually trade these things without getting shaken out. And that's sort of what you got to get used to for the remainder of this week, in my opinion, is that I think we're still going to be quite choppy. I do think, let me just get this more squared up here. There we go. I do think, you know, until we've broken out of this is when we're going to get a clear direction move. But there's nothing wrong right now, the same way Bitcoin's been doing, where it literally rallies up, comes straight back down, rallies up, comes straight back down, rallies up, comes straight back down, rallies up, comes straight back down. Now, my concerns, the pros and cons to this is right now trading the range. Every time Bitcoin, the support for Bitcoin is just above 23,500 is support. And we know like loading up anything there, it is a smart move, but it's also prepare for risk and put stop losses and these sort of things in play. But this is sort of something you can get used to now until we've really cleared it out, because it's the same pattern that Bitcoin's been playing. Now, my only concern with this is, why is it doing this? Why are we going to areas and getting these big rejection candles? Now, we have Al Capo, right? And Al Capo's been really good. He's called the market great. And he said 25K, and then he said lower lows after that, which I'm like, okay, like I get it, but let's actually put it on the charts and see like why would that be a possibility if that does. So I'm going to show you my concerns and why the goodbye Bitcoin could be an option, and then I'll do the bullish view after that. Is why are we going up here and forming these big rejection candles the same way here the whole time? Are the whales offloading? Like, are the big wallets offloading? Because as soon as we get a green candle, a very big one like this, we know retail buys this, okay? And retail buys this, and retail buys this. Like, that's sort of the way it's always been working. But for me, it's like, if we don't start really making big, strong moves and really starting shifting to the areas that we want to shift to, like, why are we going to the same tops and we keep getting the same rejections? And the last time I saw something similar to this, and you'll see them quite often, because a whale can't just, especially the really big guys, they can't just sell once off because they create this, right? They want this to be retail. That's never them, because they can get bought up, they can get destroyed, these sort of things. But if you have a look here, very similar to this area over here first. Do you see how we get to an area and we get these big rejections, big rejections? Do you see what's always happened after that? And if I show you the time before that, it was the times of let's see if I can get back up here, especially this time. Where's it? Over here. So if you look at that pattern, it's looking very similar to this. Remember the time where we first reached to the 60Ks? Look at this. Like, we got there, rejected, got there, rejected, got there, rejected, got there, rejected, boom, gone. And, this was a very clear, at the time, everyone sucked in and it's your Bitcoin 100K and these sort of things. But actually what is happening is, as soon as we get to an area, the whales offload. They then get it bought up. They get the retail to suck up again, because as you can see, there's not a lot of volume that it takes to get it up here. This is the hard part, breaking through these areas, volume, 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 and then all of a sudden the market just takes over and does its own thing. But then it goes up there, breaks down, not a lot of volume, up, breaks down, up, breaks down, up, breaks down. And that is a very clear area of the whales offloading. So that's my only concern right now, is we want a 28K Bitcoin. Now, the problem with the 28K Bitcoin is, I've been saying it now for the last, 3 weeks, last month. I've been saying 28, 27, 28 for a while now. The problem is the whole of Twitter is saying that again now. The problem is every single YouTuber is saying that now. Now, I've been saying that a few weeks ago, but now we got everyone saying that. So, like, it's quite obvious that everyone's expecting 28K. So if we're expecting that and we keep getting these sell-offs, it is a concern. It is a concern for me. And I think this is where this major support comes into play now. And it's something we really got to pay attention for this week, because this chart here is something that we also got to be quite concerned about, is the stock market. Stock market ripped. Like, the stock market did really, really, really well. And we got two views for the stock market. We got two ways that we were looking. We either had the smaller inverse here, where the stock market hit my box. It went a little bit higher, which was actually a more bullish sign for me. But it was showing at some point we could form this right shoulder. Okay. Then we got the very bullish scenario where the stock market goes all the way back up to only 3% away from all-time highs. And then we have the right shoulder, and then we move. But either way, each play, any one of them, is showing us a bit of downside at the end of August, slow growth in September, and break of really key structures at the end of September, beginning October. So that still remains, that still stays the same sort of thing. It's just about which play is going to play out here. Is the stock market going to go more? Because if the stock market does go to 36 and then pulls back, it is very bullish for the end of the year. It's a very strong bullish pattern, because then there's all-time highs. Like, it's crazy. Imagine we are, by October, we are 2% away from all-time highs in the stock market. Like, things can turn fast. Like, things can turn really quick from being super bearish to being like, holy shit, like, this is not far away. And we know the crypto market is very far behind, but this is important. So what I have done with the stock market is I've basically put on the US 30, I basically put this trend in play here, and that's a very important one. If we do break this one, we will break the Bitcoin one. And another small concern for me for today, for now, is we do have the Dixie. Now, this doesn't confirm that the Dixie is going to go up here and break the higher high for where it was, but it is breaking that downturn trend now. And what it means is two plays. Either this was, we've got to be realistic here. Either this was a leg like this, maybe, or we lost trend and we're going to basically, we first got our major lower low in this area over here. We go up, we make a lower high, and then we have a strong push. Okay. Now, it does show, if we have to correlate that with the stock markets, and what we're looking at is if this slowly grinds up for the rest of this month, and then we start slowing grinding down, and then we drop off in the October to the end of September. That's sort of how we want to see it with the pattern that we just saw with the US 30. So keep this in mind that the DXY has broken this. Stock market hasn't broken its trend yet, though. But we do have to keep an eye on this. Very important for us to keep an eye on that. So let's go back quickly to Bitcoin and let's go clarify what I'm basically doing right now. Is my support is this trend over here. My support is basically 23,500 is my last sort of support. A daily close under that, and I think the stock market breaks its trend. All these things break, and I think Bitcoin comes down to 21. I don't think, Akapo is saying lower lows. I don't think lower lows. I feel like the worst has come when it comes to FUD. I feel like there'll be little things, because we've got to ask ourselves, like, what will create this as well? What will stop the stock market now? Is there any bigger meetings this week? Is there something else that can really go really, really wrong for that to sort of happen? Because we can see very clearly now that the news, that becomes the new like TV reality right now, right? Is whenever there's a Fed meeting, like watch it because it does something. It's actually quite crazy that the market's doing that. But this for me is that. And if we lose that, I do think we are coming down to 21K, 20,000. And we have the stock market to look, and we have the Dixie as well to sort of prep us for that. And like I said, my last concerns on it is, why are they doing this? Why are we getting these red candles? Because yesterday on the 12-hour, it did form a volume spike, and it formed a bigger volume spike, nearly as big as what the buying volume was at that time. So we are getting little bits of signs. So please be aware of that, guys, that we are getting slight signs that there's possible big wallets offloading in this area. Does not mean that the price will not shoot up from here. Of course it will. This is what the bullish scenario basically intends this, where from here, it's either like it's quite tough here, but it's either it's a big fight between the big guys right now, where the big guys are buying these bottoms, they're sending it up, the big guys are selling off, and either we're gonna have a loss of momentum here, and we're gonna have the bears in control for a while, or we're just getting the big guys buying up everything they want for that move up. And the bullish scenario from here is a bounce up here. We go to 26, we bounce to 25, and we shift to the 27, 28K zone, where I'm going to be entering probably a lot of my bags. I'm probably be getting out of the market and protecting myself at that point, because I think at some point this big wave over here will have a correction, as I was saying, end of the month or these sort of things. So we got the two basic views. Now, what was impressive is go Ethereum. Ethereum hits 2K. We've been speaking about 2K, and I said I'll be taking profits at 2K, and it hit my resistance beautifully at this point. The thing to look at with ETH, it is the big play right now. It is holding the whole damn market right now. It's playing a very major role. In my opinion, it's playing an even bigger role than Bitcoin right now. That's still in trend. Okay? So until this is really lost, ETH has, give it a round of applause for flipping ETH. ETH has done phenomenal, and I think it's done really, really, really well. And this is still in trend over here. I won't be buying ETH. Definitely not. I've been saying that I'm still loading the altcoins, because if we go through, guys, the rest of the week I'll go through all the altcoins for you guys. The altcoins aren't going. They're just not moving right now, and it's like, why are they not moving? We look at Solana, still in that wedge, still doing the same thing. Look at Cardano, just wants to break out and still in the wedge. Look at Nia, still holding trend. Phantom still holding trend. So we look at a lot of the altcoins, and they're just not getting that extreme strong breakout just yet, but they are still in trend right now. So if the markets are going to reverse and these sort of things are going to happen, right now, you can't say the market's still bullish. It is still bullish right now until these trends that are broken. But we do, like, it does concern me. I don't want to see those wicks and stuff. Bitcoin's got to get moving. So for me, Bitcoin's got to go to 26 from here, pull back to 25 or 25,500, and then we've got to go to the 28 sort of level, $30,000 zone. Keep the Dixie in mind. Keep the stock market in mind. That's very important. And yeah, I'll be going through the rest of the altcoins for you guys later on in the week. I just wanted to give you an overview for this week and what we're thinking. And remember ETH as well. Keep this in mind as well, that this is the major support we want to hold, and these sort of things. Let's get Mama Sniper on. Are you ready, Mama Sniper? Can I bring you on camera? What's happening so you can give your views and what you're thinking? And then the rest of this week. So what's going to happen later, guys, is the part 2 of that 1,900% portfolio is going to be recorded and dropped. It is going to be a pre-record because it doesn't matter what the prices of the coins are right now. We're showing you what we're building in that time. So that's coming later today. And then the normal shows for the rest of the week where I'll go through all our coins you want me to do, and we'll continue. So what are you thinking?
Yeah, let me show you. Yeah, let's get the screen up. I'll just keep them quiet there. Okay, let's go. Yeah. Okay, so for Bitcoin, yeah, obviously it's and most of the altcoins as well. I mean, I'll chat about Theta now, and let's just quickly have a look here. So we've got our support line over here, which is exactly what you're looking for. My concerns on Bitcoin is if we have a look at the bigger time frame, our 3-day stock RSIs are hitting the top at the moment. So let's just zoom in here and have a look. Our 3 days are hitting close to the top. And if we go to our weekly is also almost in the overbought territory as well. And if we look here, once our stock RSIs reach the top on the 1st of November there, look what happens. It went down. We had a slow push up. Our weekly stock RSI hit the top on the 4th of April. We started our trend down. And we're starting to get into the same percentage range over here where we're working on now. Yes, it can stay on the top for another couple of weeks or so for it to actually turn over and cross down. But yes, it is getting to sensitive matters over here. So I am watching the weekly stock RSI. And then obviously the 3-day and the daily. Look at how the daily has just been running on the top. It hasn't had a proper correction on the stochastic RSI yet. So that trend line is very important. And the same trend line I'm seeing on most of the altcoins. I mean, Theta, I put out a tweet yesterday on Twitter. So anybody who was following me would have seen what I had to say about Theta yesterday. We were on the top here, but I've still got the same. I said we were going to head down, and I'm expecting it to head down to these areas over here, which is around about the 142 to 145 area. And that is where I will be buying some on spot. And I have got this area down here at around 130, which is then obviously in conjunction with this trend line. And I mean, you've got these trend lines drawn out on most of the altcoins. I think they've all got it. As long as they start respecting this support at the bottom, as soon as it breaks there, then obviously we've got lower lows. I've still got the 80-cent range for Theta, so I'm still holding that. I've got dollars ready and waiting if we do drop down to that. But yeah, so Theta, I'm still on target for these two over here. We had a nice drop off. I've got a smaller term trend line over here for any longs. And this is obviously the longer term trend line, which I think we are going to do exactly that. We're going to work our way up, be rejected, and work our way down like that. That's on a higher time frame. And I mean, I was flicking through the altcoins to try and see if I can find anything else. But I mean, like BNB is exactly the same. And you've gone through some of the others. We've got these support very long term.
They're still in trend. But we just gotta keep caution and so we're holding our bags. We're still holding right now until there's any major concerns. Yes.
Yeah. So BNB, I do see it coming down to the 262, that level. One thing that concerns me about BNB, if we scroll into BNB's got to hold the support over here. Let's go on to the weekly. Yeah, BNB basically has to hold the support line over here because, I mean, there's the next support is all the way down here at $50. I mean, look at that. Look at that growth that BNB had there. So, yeah. So these are just the key concerns that we are looking out for. But, you know, like you and I discussed last week, I mean, there's still trades, and we can still trade as long as everybody's got their risk management sorted, and you draw the trend lines and you follow the trend lines. I had somebody message me yesterday on Twitter to say, can they short theta? And I said, look, obviously it's up to them. I can't give them advice on shorting it, but as long as they have drawn their trend lines, and if it breaks those trend lines, they can enter their shorts with a close stop loss. And if he did it, he would have broken and he would have bought in, and it would be a nice profit. So hopefully they did do it. But yeah, I think the trends is basically our best friend at the moment, and we need to respect and watch the trends, what the charts are telling us on that day. Yeah. But for theta, I'm waiting patiently. I'm waiting patiently for my 2 levels, and I'm going to get into theta there. Unless we break a resistance line, I'm waiting for it to work its way down. Patience, yeah.
Amazing. Okay, cool. I think let's keep this one short. So I know we're going to do a giveaway quick. Let's do a giveaway. And then we can work on the rest of the shows for the week. We want to have a killer week this week.
Okay, so just quickly for the competition, guys, if you haven't got a BYBIT account with us, go register on the link below in the description. If you have got a BYBIT account with any of the Crypto Banter referral links, come to the competition registration page, which is here, and all you have to do is register and link your account. And it's going to be fun, and there's going to be lots of giveaways, lots of money to give away. So it's quite a fun way for us to learn together, is to be in the competition together. So join us on this competition. Then we had a chat earlier this morning, and Tater Trader, I think that's how you pronounce it. I saw potatoes, so I'm like, okay, a Tater Trader.
Yeah, it looks like it.
Yeah, so we were looking through your calls this morning and your charts, and yeah, you've been very active on the BBS. So thank you very much for providing our community with such great alpha. You've been very active.
If you're part of Bitget, send us your account number and we'll 10x your account.
Yeah, we'll send you
Up
a
to
message.
10,000.
But Bitget is 10xing your portfolio. So if you've got anybody who's got their Bitget accounts, we will give more away later in the week. But join us on BBS. Put your charts up. Doesn't cost you anything. Just put your charts up, show your alpha. There's plenty alpha there that you can get from the rest of the community. And I mean, look at this. It's so detailed and it's so amazing. And also show us and share and learn. I mean, if we want to get ready for the next bull market, we all need to learn together. And there's so many clever people out there and so many guys that have worked so hard on their charts. And it's absolutely amazing to see all the different views. I absolutely love it. So, yep.
Cool. Yeah, BBS is fantastic, guys. Drop your alpha. Drop it all.
Yeah, and then make sure you're registered to Bitget. Yeah.
Cool. Amazing. Love you lots, Mama Sniper. I'll chat to you later.
Love you too. Bye.
Okay, Banter fam. So from tomorrow, I'll get to all the altcoins. I'll go through every single one of them. Just make sure you jump to all of them. Jump to the 12-hour. Just put your trends in. Make sure they're all in trends and these sort of things. And until then, if there's anything emergency, I'll go live. I am prepping for the live trading. I am prepping for the short things. The Discord's going to be phenomenal. Like finally, we have the tool. Isn't that better? Isn't it better now that we have every single thing structured and we have every single thing under like proper thing? Like now we can actually have a system that moves quickly. So we learned a lot, and we're excited for the new journey. So smash a like, smash the subscribe button, and I'll get through everything for you guys the rest of the week. Much love, Banter fam.